Thinking Aloud. Conversations on the leading edge of knowledge and discovery with psychologist Jeffrey Mishlove.
All we call reality is essentially unified, that mind is matter and consciousness isn't something we have or something that's just evolved. It's literally what we and the whole world are.
One might say that you are a panpsychist.
Yes, I'm not great on labels and even the word cosmologist, but yes, in the sense that that's been not just my experience all my life, but it's now very much that leading edge science across many fields of research and all scales of existence is coming to that same perspective of the nature of reality.
Now, I know lots of skeptics of that point of view, and when you say you're a panpsychist, the first thing they're likely to do is point to an object like this and say, you mean that's conscious?
For me, consciousness is a very broad church. Yeah, it really is. And one of the reasons I didn't subtitle my book Consciousness at the Center of Creation, but subtitled it Information at the Center of Creation, is that I'm very happy for us all to have a lovely discussion, debate and exploration of consciousness, self-awareness, different levels of it. But for me at the moment, within our human perspective and perception, I feel it's important that we can get over the bridge from the duality-based appearance of reality to its true unified nature, and then we can have a lovely discussion and much deeper dive into what we understand as consciousness.
Let's talk about the brain. The brain certainly seems to play a very unique role in human consciousness. Conventionally, it's suggested that the brain creates consciousness, sort of the way the stomach creates digestion. How do you view it?
Well, for me, all that we call reality is consciousness at many different levels of self-awareness and embodiment. You know, the idea, of course, mind arises from matter, but what we know now is that, first of all, what we call matter is incredibly ephemeral and will-o'-the-wisp when we drill down to subatomic scales. And at the same time, we now have the proof, the evidence that information is as real as anything we call material. So those two are converging in a really powerful way to start to restate the nature of our physicalized experience in our universe, not in terms of energy, matter and space-time, but they are emergent phenomena of information, of consciousness expressing itself as information, and information expressing itself in complementary ways. So the understanding of our universe as emergent appearance from these deeper realms of reality. When we do that, we then realize not only that information is reality, but that mind is matter and matter is mind. And it's interesting that a lot of doctors and psychologists are actually realizing this. I'm talking to quite a few neurosurgeons who are saying this too, that, you know, that question for them is just the wrong question, that they absolutely understand that mind is matter. And so our brain is essentially is a moderator, a modulator and transceiver of consciousness, but it is of itself consciousness. It is itself information, not.
In other words, one might think of the brain as akin to, I'm going to say, a living radio.
Yeah, but what's living? You know, we can actually extend the definition of living to our entire universe. You know, if we go beyond the very limited biological perceptions of this. So you ask about the statue. The statue is informed. It is part of reality. everything is integrally reality, and all reality is informed, holographically manifest, and is essentially consciousness, cosmic consciousness.
Would you say, with regard to this lovely work of art, that it's in some way different now that it's been sculpted than it was when it was just a stone in a mountain somewhere?
In a way, yes, because if we see everything as informed, it has more complexity, and therefore it has a greater level of informational entropy or informational content than it did when it was part of the mountain.